Previously on Xenoblade Chronicles 3.
You know what I'm saying? I still different from... For a moment I thought he said Wiki and I got a little bit too excited for no reason.
And now back to...
It's a wild ride, this passage of fate.
So, can we talk?
Seems medical isn't the only place with rusted out for honest, huh? Yeah, fire tickets I'd say discovered all via aerials. Bomb space out whole... Surely they can be just standard practice, right? Monsters come in different flame clock rings. They aren't used to the strengths the tree can be crushing. Free for transportation of forms also causes cost. If you get to water on fields can sometimes be simplest. Entrance into a monster breeding ground. Man, that makes my blood boil a bit. But even a bandit they can contain a wealth of supplies. I think the proof is fun on journey. Sure, if you want anywhere, we should make an effort to check it out. Free bonus experience. Also, free bonus experience as well.
Can we talk?
Hey, so you know how there was all that black fog in Benno Cave? Yes. That was pretty bad, right? I only have the information I gained in the survey branch, but it's odd that the fog used to presages in the Annihilation event. We escaped unscathed this time, but there was a very weird chance we could have been caught in it. Spark me. Irritatingly, just noticing the fog won't be enough to forewarn us of the event's occurrence. Huh, so it's not that quick then? Is this going to be a problem? Well, it could happen anywhere between a few minutes to several years from the time of observation. There's no direct coordination between spotting the black fog and the timing of the event. Ah, well that's the great news, isn't it? Best not to get anywhere near it then. That's about the extent of it. Not that anyone's been exactly been diving it through his glee anyway. Okay, so I will admit, might have been a little overloaded there. Trying to get everybody to unlock Ethel's class. But kind of, it's so close to finishing up, but like I don't want to stay here any longer. I don't know if the game's gonna lock me out of it upon leaving this area, which I'm in doubt because I've unlocked it permanently.
Keep track of our progress.
But I'm just gonna make it a quick effort to check, and if I can still use her afterwards, great, can still use her.
Starting to get hungry now.
But if not, then, well, gonna be skipping to the point where I do unlock it for uni. Because I don't want it to be the darn thing every time I unlock the new class. Once you enter, you'll be unable to do this in the party. Yes, I'm aware. Let's go on. Oh, wait, I made this safe file just in case.
I have to ask, before you go, why is it that you stick together?
Given what's what, we pretty much have to.
Considering how everybody attacks us on sight now.
At this point, I suppose, it just panned out this way.
You really think so? That's not really how it looks to me.
Well, one thing's for sure. We were sworn enemies once. And yet, we all share the will to live in the now. Before becoming Ouroboros, I never realized. But that common will, it was reason enough to stick together.
I see. Not everyone makes the choice to fight willingly. Lance said that you have to. Well, right now every one of us has to. There's no question it would be better if they didn't. Your journey may have started out of necessity, but now you're pushing forwards towards a common goal. And that might be all we want, and all that we wish the world could be.
What we wish it could be.
You're heading out as well.
As soon as we're done here, I'll make for the castle.
What?
You forget, I am the commander. We haven't revolted against our nation, so I have to report in.
Ethel, are you sure?
Oh, don't worry. I'll be leaving you out of it.
That's not it. The consul earlier turned Mobius. Were it to...
If you mean that monster, I'm well aware of the risk.
Then why?
Because it's my responsibility to those I command. As for the consul, we can say he died in an accident.
And you can't do it remotely.
Now that the consul and Flameclock are both lost to us, I have to make a report, and not over comms. I have to requisition more supplies, too.
And what if they fit you with a new clock?
I can worry about that then.
You're fine with it, really?
Don't get preoccupied with us. Keep to your path. Follow it, wherever it may lead you. Life is short.
I suppose.
Hey, while we're all still here, one more word of warning. The consul was attempting to remove you from the picture. In light of that, you'll likely come up against hostility. But listen, you should keep engagement to a minimum. Kevis or Agnes. That goes for both of them.
But if we break their clocks, just like with Colony 4 here, they would... well, they would be free, wouldn't they?
You'd do well to remember not everyone thinks the same as I do. Even within this colony, many still haven't come to accept their new reality. To make things even more fraught, in other colonies, there are those who are more than willing to fight, as you'd expect.
So it's no use appealing to their sense of compassion, or hoping they'll treat us fairly. Is that it?
Yes, precisely. You will change the fate of others just by virtue of coming into contact with them. It's quite the burden. You may not want the responsibility.
A burden, perhaps.
All that said, you get embers on your coat, you have to brush them off. If push comes to shove, do not flinch. Do whatever it takes, for the greater good. I wish you all a smooth and fruitful journey. Ouroboros, huh? If only we could have been there as well.
Okay, so now that makes sense why Ethel had to leave the party. We should check the route again, make sure we're on the right path. We're on course for short march. But first, we need to take the southeast road for Ribbi Flats. Ah yes, that's the route that Ethel recommended. Correct. She said the battlefronts are pretty static at the moment, but do we have any intel about colony deployment? As far as Ethel Colony 4 is concerned, we've got a pretty good idea, but what about any others? I wouldn't expect any shenanigans all the way out here. In any case, we mustn't let our guard down along the way. Danger could be looking anywhere in the background, so insecurity stalks us. Not much we can do about that, though. Ah, come on, man, we'll muddle through. Let's hope so. Hey, I mean, if we want another colony, it isn't necessarily a bad thing. Are you sure about that? It doesn't matter if we wanted to act as a Kivers. Either one would mean getting into a dust-up. True, but what I meant was, if we destroy the Flameclock, we set everyone free like we did for Colony 4. Easy to say. Well, sure, I mean, if conditions allow it. If we're busting off embers, we have no choice in the matter. And that's right. Hey, maybe it's better if we put off worrying about that until the time comes. You need speaking sense there. True, we could actually have fantastic happen, play by ear. Gotcha, applying myself to that. Destroying the colony's Flameclock will liberate from the consul's grasp. Once liberated, the people are free to act how they like, opening up new info factors to find. Every time a colony is liberated, the warning level of its nation, Kevin's actors will increase. The warning level of each nation can be checked in the main menu. That's not good. As the joy level increases, so too will the number of soldiers from each nation deployed in the field. And now the affinity chart is unlocked. Freaking finally. think it took us 3 times that, didn't they? I was like, geez, it actively blocked off my main path to here. Because of reasons. Now I can walk back here again.
Hey, that's not your everyday jump.
So tiny though.
Is this like a rare thing?
There's a container over there. Lots of items over here though. A bullet screen.
What are you hiding, little guy?
Alright, let's just skip that over here. It's much for faster. A lot more enemies out here though. Good thing I am so highly leveled up for this moment. Oh, and speaking of which,
Fight with focus.
I practically know this one by heart.
whee! Yep.
Enemies broken away from me. Come here. I got something for you.
Thanks for the support.
Enemies broken away from me. Extra. Come here. I got something for you.
Thanks for the support.
We all just gang up on this one person.
Listen up the odds a little. Hey, I'm here.
Whee! Sweet upper coin.
We're unstoppable with you around, Senna.
I'm the girl with the gall.
Where is quests here? There's one over in this direction and one in the other direction.
Let's go here.
So I'm just gonna put that there. Circumstances does allow it.
Better give it a good once over.
Sam's Crossway. Yeah, it seems like we can access over here.
We can't leave it like this.
Sweet, let's poke around.
That is odd.
Tie on.
Yes. I'd really hoped it would turn out to be nothing. Ah, it seems someone else got here first.
That gear must be a high-rank colony.
Slay the Ouroboros where they stand!
I love to see you try, mate.
Agnes Gummerson. It's a good thing we got to an actual point of leveling. So, I guess in other words, it wasn't so bad that I did that, but like... Really could have been something not necessarily the long run, but good thing we did.
This'll keep me going. Thanks for the support. Thanks for the support. Wow, seriously, so it's a half of it.
Yep. Yep. Jeez, looks like you're all alone. Now die. Jeez.
What was that?
Pull back. I don't like our odds. They must be silver rank at least.
Your caution dulls your insights. Your crude fighting wastes almost all your potential. And you, good judgment, but you're a bad quitter. Just as I'd heard, sadly.
What?
I knew it. Colony Iota.
I've heard about them.
I bet you have. Commander Alexandria's famed for her keen wit.
How dare you take Dame Alex's name in vain, scum!
We've committed no crimes.
I suppose you can prove that?
Well, proving a negative isn't really possible.
What he said.
But what you think you know isn't the whole truth.
Eat this, sucker!
Ah!
Dame Alex! Senna!
I'm so there!
Sorry to go off book on you folks. Snuff.
That's enough. It will suffice for this little trial. You struggled for your lives in vain. Ouroboros criminals. Those lives will be mine. This I swear.
They're a bunch of morons, just as we'd heard. And rude to boot.
Indeed. But that might make for a fun reception. What you think you know is not the whole truth, huh? I do hope you'll tell.
Well, maybe you don't attack us.
Looks like we managed to lose them.
What in Her Majesty's ever-loving cheekbones just happened back there?
Simply put, our foes were well versed in the art of war, though their methods were inelegant, to say the least.
Inelegant, like war's ever pretty. They're efficient at stockpiling combat rewards. That's how they managed to climb to silver rank already.
I heard they even share their supplies with other colonies. That seems kind of awesome.
Sharing supplies? Why would they do that?
It would prove beneficial in the long term, I think.
Creating debts to strengthen ties with other allied forces does open up your options, insofar as battle tactics are concerned.
And if that leads to better results in combat, you can get your hands on even more goods.
What I'm getting here is that they're trouble.
Yes. And to make matters worse, Alexandria herself announced that they will come for us again.
I bet us traitors would net them a hefty reward, huh?
So how about we turn the tables on them? Punch their lights out!
Listen to yourself, you doofus. We're talking silver here, yeah?
Well, whatever we choose to do, here's something to bear in mind. Colony Iota's commando group is made up of 4 units. Regardless of the precautions we take, we have a high chance of encountering them. We should consider our approach carefully.
Well, in that case, in terms of sheer power, they're the ones with the advantage. We should avoid a direct confrontation. If we could just dismantle those commando units, it would help lower the colony's capabilities.
And it might give us an opening to strike.
Yeah, if it comes to that.
But it basically allows us to avoid fighting as much as possible, right? I like that plan.
No objections from me either.
Personally, I'd hope we don't even meet them.
We've made some new friends.
No infinity logs. Great! Oh, and suddenly there's a quest over here now, eh? Although that's pretty much over in high territory, well, I cannot reach that, so never mind. Chickadee is one of their names, god damn it. Green blocks this time around.
Sweet, let's poke around.
Oh, so that's how they're doing.
I didn't mean up over there though. Not bad either, but
Oh, so that's how they're doing. New colony entries have been registered. Hang on. Is this the right way?
Mimi, if we keep going this way, we'll end up in the desert.
I'm sorry, I love to explore. Can't blame me for wanting to explore. Like, there's a Dawn Quest related event over there. In all these areas now I thought about it.
Let's go here.
Figure we might as well kill some enemies just to get some new items on the list.
That was spectacular.
And I was the MVP. You were all thinking it.
Yeah, okay, fine. A murder of tokens.
This isn't worth our time.
I don't think we'll run into any use.
Yep.
Come here, I got something for you. You're on fire, Lance.
Eat it.
Nothing. Enemy's broken away from me. Come here, I got something.
And there we go. More 50 points for Colony 4.
Come after me, and that's what you get.
If only you didn't charge off on your own.
Now, off in this direction perhaps? There's a west point over here.
I wonder what's around here.
We got time to kick back a little.
Cannot flapping with fast and scary because they're chasing little me. Not good to when flapping like scary for us. Try to craft it when proof current to fight back like wolf. Where do you get favor for Silver? That's that's the nice thing to do. Here's something for you. Not at all, thank you for also studying humanity. No, not polity.
We've made some new friends.
Not an opportunity. Whatever will we do?
I've been craving some downtime. Everyone, a moment of your time?
Riku, mate, question for you. Riku, listen but not powers answer. Can me and Noah do some gym contact sometime? We could not understand how Lanska asked such frankly blasphemous question about maintaining facade of innocence. Of course Answer couldn't. If I'm making jumps in the presence of a professional like Riku, then hold it due to definitive failure. And nothing but waste of precious gemstone, very bad for sustainability. Surely it's not 100% certain we'd fail, right? If no one actors work in harmony, I'm really sure we can go out with something good. That because that lens play is extremely simple, but for part which we can perform requires specialist technique. It takes 10 years to master. Okay, cool, got it. I'll try that one next time then, yeah? And like Lance not even listen when we go speak.
Next on the list is...
Next on the list is this dead husk and Ephagen over here. Getting lots of clear advantages though. They really are going everywhere.
Be at rest.
Really? More fighting? How much fighting is there on the road these days?
This isn't worth our time. Let's end this quickly. Enemy's broken away from me. Right! I'll keep up the attack.
Smooth as always, Noah.
Come here! I got something for you.
Cheers, you're a gem.
Extra!
Root heal.
Enemy's broken away from me. Enemy's broken away from me. Come here! I got something for you.
Cheers, you're a gem.
Enemy's broken away from me. Extra!
We're unstoppable with you around, Senna.
I'm the girl with the gall.
45. I mean, that's not bad, but still uniquely dangerous. I was about to say, it's not a cave, but it wasn't. Could have definitely been like a cave, but it wasn't. Wait, what? Oh, Kevin's warning level 2, okay.
Hey, this one means business. The element of
Come here!
right.
I got something for you.
Thanks.
No! Enemy's broken away from me.
No stop.
Top off! Extra!
Come
I got something for you.
Thanks. Giant swing.
Nothing. Enemy's broken away from me. Enemy's broken away from me. Hazy fish. Extra! Just come here. I got something for you.
You didn't disappoint. Right, fly, fly.
Right.
Pressure advantage. You're cool. Too easy. Come after me, and that's what you get.
If only you didn't charge off on your own.
More Ethel channels. Much more stuff for me to collect. Heck yeah. 25.
Look, Kevis and Agnes are beefing.
Honestly, we just could take for more bonus experience. Because you never know if that'll happen in the long run. And I'm sure the knock-on points will come to good use in the future too. So I'm saving up on them. For a reason. Yep. Nice conclusion.
Too easy. Come after me, and that's what you get.
If only you didn't charge off on your own.
Another dead body over here.
Whoa, what's with that one?
That's a new enemy if I ever saw one.
We can't just leave this be.
And I see something sparkling over there.
I wonder what's around here.
Maglia Lake. Get to see the pawn hexes again. Odd pointy sword. Seems like the quest is over in that direction. So in other words, we should be nearing there? Question mark? It is out like above us, so we can't reach that, but yeah, it is. Okay. I had a feeling. Guess we shall progress towards the plot over there. Bubbly fog.
Starting to get real hungry now.
This is fine. Plot progressing his way over here. We are fine. This is fine. Hey, over there. If we set up camp there, we'll have a good visibility. Take time we took a break. We could for one walk to west anyway. When it was walking, his left legs like numbed down to the sausages. Sausages indeed. Mealtime is here. Sounds good. Let's go for it, I say. Should we rush the shifts? I can take sentry duties first. No, maybe let back up about that. Okay, so let's take a break, Dale.